Hello, welcome to the annual Washtenaw Community College Student Art Show. Like so many events on campus, this one will be in a virtual format. But I know many of you join me in missing strolling around the second floor of the Student Center, admiring the truly creative works of art on display at this time of year. Creativity is probably one of the perfect words to describe what you, our students, have accomplished in submitting these works of art. But it's also a good description of the way our faculty and our staff have pulled together to make this year's show happen. I know it wasn't easy. If it's any consolation, and students of art history will know this, Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Raphael all created some of the world's most famous art during devastating plagues in the late 15th century and early 16th century. They survived, and so did their art. We're surviving our own plague, the COVID-19 pandemic, but gratefully, all of you shouldered on. Fine and digital media arts faculty pivoted to online instruction courses, overcoming the challenge of not having a studio setting. I am so grateful to them for their creativity in forming an online learning environment in which students can learn and grow as artists. And students, thank you for your flexibility, open-mindedness, and perseverance in continuing your education. I know that you had to photograph your work, then navigate the online submission process. Our web team, our media arts service team, and division staff all deserve a hearty thank you for creating a virtual format where we can still view and celebrate the works of our students. All total, there were 172 entries in this year's show, representing introductory and advanced courses in 2D and 3D art, which included design, drawing, painting, ceramics, and sculpture, as well as photography, graphic design, and animation. This event may be virtual, but it still provides a setting for us to celebrate student success and bring our campus together. Now, for me comes the hard part. I am now going to announce the winner of the President's Choice Award. It's extremely difficult because there were so many quality exhibits to choose from. And I am truly honored to have the privilege of making this selection. The winner goes to Sydney O'Connor. Self-portrait, medium was acrylic on chipboard, and it was created in Art 114, a Painting 1 course. Sydney is an accomplished student and artist, as you will find from viewing the show. Capturing the human form on canvas is extremely challenging. And although I have not had the opportunity to meet Sydney in person, I feel like I know a bit about her from her realistic self-portrait. Now, I'd like to turn the program over to Dean Scott Britton, who will announce the Dean's Choice Award winner.
Hello, welcome. My name is Scott Britton. I'm the Dean for Humanities, Social and Behavioral Sciences at Washtenaw. I hope you've enjoyed our annual 2021 Student Art Show. If you look through the art, you'll see that it is wonderful. It is amazing. And I'm always so happy when we can come together to celebrate and to acknowledge these artistic works in our community. I'm pleased to announce too that this year's Dean's Choice Award goes to Sydney O'Connor Roses, acrylic on canvas. It is a beautiful work. And I just want to say to each of you that have an entry, we all win. The experience of the Student Art Show gives us an opportunity to see each other's creative expressions, to share common experiences, and to have fun with some aesthetic enjoyment. I hope you've enjoyed the show as much as I have. Thank you all.
Hello, my name is Eddie Tinyefa Baralai. I am an assistant professor and the section head of ceramics at the College for Creative Studies. I want to thank you all for putting together such a strong show. It was a lot of fun looking through all of your art pieces and hard coming down to just a few prize winners, but there definitely were some pieces that stood out. The first place prize goes to Alexandria Capatina for the piece My Favorite Pants, which is a dark room photograph. I just really like the perspective of the photo. I think it's also very sensitively shot. It kind of puts you in the position of the main subject staring at their feet and out a window. It's a piece that I feel like I can look at for a lot of time. So congratulations to Alexandria Capatina for winning first prize. The second place prize goes to Tim Tobias for the graphite on tone paper drawing Blue Jeans. I think it's just very kind of like well illustratively as well as representationally rendered. I like the way it's also composed as like a rumpled set of jeans thrown over a chair. It's also interesting that blue refers to not only this subtle tone that's in the jeans, but that tone also diffuses into the background of the composition as well. The third place prize goes to Luisa Amparo Ortiz for Accordion Metamorphosis, which is a mixed media composition. I think it's really interesting that that's both kind of like a 2D composition as well as a 3D composition in its accordion nature. I really enjoy seeing how the specific forms in the composition transition from being more geometric to the left to more organic with flashes of color to the right. It just looks like a really fun and interesting piece. My last selection is for the Promising Artist Award, and that goes to Yujin Cheng for the piece Limbo. I thought it was really creatively set up as this what looks like an octopus that's divided into separate parts, a head, and then its appendages wrapped around stones to kind of suggest this sense of being in limbo. It's also really compellingly lit with a soft red light that kind of diffuses from the center out into the edges. It just seemed like a really strong piece. Naturally, I'm a fan of clay myself, but something that I'd love to see in person. Those are the selections. Congratulations to the winners. But once again, great job to all of you who submitted. Keep creating great artwork and keep having fun making artwork. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jill Jepson. I'm one of the 2 studio art faculty members here at WCC. While we may not be able to physically meet with family and friends for a reception to share the creative work of WCC's art students, we have found a way to share the strong work by our students virtually. This past year has been full of challenges, but I am most proud of our students for their perseverance and strength to continue their creative studies at WCC, as well as participate in this year's Student Art Show. I am honored to share with you this year's People's Choice Award. The People's Choice Award is determined by a popular vote by the WCC community and our community at large. This year's People's Choice Award goes to Clarice Calhoun for the work titled In Spite. In Spite is a pastel and graphite drawing on paper. Congratulations, Clarice.